Hi there, everybody. This is David, and I have some good news for y'all in regards to Metaphor. I'm going to be talking about three things today. First up, we're going to be talking about a giveaway in order to get yourself a free copy of Metaphor for the PlayStation 5 or the PC, as well as a possible Metaphor sequel, and some ways to kind of fine-tune the game to make it just a little bit better if you are playing it on the PC. I'm going to be talking about all three of those things today, and I do think that that's worth the sub as I try my hardest to hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of this year. And with your help, your like, and your sub, I do know that I can get there. So first up, this giveaway. I am over on the Twitter right now. I do a lot of giveaways over on the Twitter, actually. I gave away a Dragon Quest XI art book. I gave away a copy of Metaphor for the Xbox just the other day. Gave away 5 copies of Beloved Rapture the other day. I'm doing a lot of giveaways over on Twitter, so if you're not following me there, you probably should, because I'm always giving something away. And right now, I'm giving away a digital key of Metaphor for either the PlayStation 5 or the Steam. And I have all the ways to go ahead and enter that here on Twitter. I will post a link to this down below in the pinned comment if you did want to enter. I just want to make sure that all of y'all are aware of this giveaway, not just the people who follow me on Twitter, but the people also on just YouTube. So if you don't have it, please be sure to sign up and please be sure to enter so that you have a chance of getting your copy as well. This will be going on for 1 week, so I'll be giving this away, announcing the winner on the 27th of this month. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about is an article here. There was an interview on Famitsu magazine with the director of Metaphor, and they were asking him all about it, all about his plans for the future and everything else like that. And basically, he says that him and his team have already started working on their next project. He didn't say what the project was. He didn't say if it's going to be a Metaphor 2. He didn't say if it's going to be a Persona 6 or an SMT or just something else entirely. We don't know. But with the success of Metaphor, I'm guessing it's going to be a Metaphor 2. He says right now, instead of thinking about what he wants to work on as an individual, he thinks about the company Atlas as a whole and thinks about what the whole development team should work on next. And he says the first and foremost priority for him is the studio's target audience to be happy. Good! Oh my gosh, I am so sick of a lot of these gaming companies out there being like, I just want to make myself happy, or I want to make this, weirdo game for this mythical modern audience that we can never actually find. But he's saying, we have a target audience, we know this audience, and we know what they want, and we want them to be happy. And he's definitely made me and a lot of other people happy. It is going very, very well. He also said that him and his studio, Studio Zero, was not created specifically for the development of just Metaphor ReFantazio. He also said the development team will not break up after release. Remember what happened with Visions of Mana? I mean, Visions of Mana was great. Absolutely wonderful. I love the Mana series. I loved Visions of Mana. Fantastic entry. But unfortunately, the development team broke up right after it released. So they're not able to work on another Mana team. They probably just got reabsorbed into other studios within Square Enix in order to make other games, but they made such a good game with Visions of Mana, it just makes sense for them to develop another Mana game. But this team is staying together because they did such a great job. So he says that he hopes that he can take on new challenges as a team no matter what kind of project that they work on. He also had a message to the fans, was that whether or not they enjoy it is really up to each individual player, but he feels that he's put together what he wanted to make. And this was the most successful launch for an Atlas game on any platform, with an all-time peak of 85,000 players in comparison to, Persona 3 having 45,000 and Persona 5 Royal having 35,000. So I think that we will be getting a Metaphor 2 in the near future. Now, the last thing that I want to talk about is the modding community. If you do have this on the PC, there are some mods out now that you can utilize in order to just make it a little bit nicer, a little bit better for you to play. And this mod is over on GitHub, and it was created by the user Lyle for the PC, and it's called Metaphor Fix. And among other things, it adds ultra-wide support options and a more detailed graphics customization choices. It lets you disable those blur and speed lines whenever you're like dashing. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I'm always dashing. 100% of the time, I am dashing. I was like, I don't have time, to waste. I'm dashing everywhere. So those speed lines are always on the screen. So there's a way to disable those if you don't want to see them. It says that they also give you more control over shadow details and ambient occlusion resolution, which could help improve your performance on your PC. I know that some people were talking about how their PC was like, the fan was going crazy. It was like, oh my God, like, is this thing gonna blow up or whatever? So that would be a way to help the performance. There's also a custom resolution scaling option as well, and the ultra wide options too. It says that you get support for any resolution and ratio aspect, along with correct sampling for all in-game cutscenes, including animated shorts, and it fixes crop issues for the field of vision at 16:9. It also removes problems with the HUD, which is a bit stretched without the mod. And then the final bit of fixes, oh my God, fixes, removes 8-direction analog, as well as uncapping the frame rate in the menus, and disabling the opening logos and the 2 introductory cutscenes, so you don't have to hit start a million times at the beginning of the game in order to, just get it started up. In order to utilize this patch, all you have to do, there's 2 ways to do it. One is much easier than the other. Basically, you just copy the folder and you paste it into the Metaphor folder over on Steam, and the final path is Steam Apps, Common Metaphor. Or an even easier thing to do, and if I can do it, you can do it. Believe me, because I'm not really computer savvy, but if I can figure this out, you can figure this out. All you have to do is go to your Steam library, right-click it, click Manage, and then click Browse Local Files, and that will take you there immediately. And then you just cut and paste it right in. It's literally that simple. So yeah, there is a great mod out there. We might be getting a Metaphor 2. Woo freaking who. I'm loving Metaphor. Loving it. Probably going to come out with a job classes ranked or something with the job classes coming up as well. And if you haven't gotten it yet, don't forget, you can go over to my Twitter page and you can enter this giveaway for a chance for you to get it for yourself on the PS5 or the Steam. So be sure that you enter. I already gave away one on the Xbox, so been there, done that. Now it's the time for these other systems to get their time in the sun. So be sure to follow me over there, and as always, have a good day.